I'm feeling ballsy. I'm feeling ballsy, Mum. Mum. We're going live. I'm gonna adjust some settings though, folks. So sit with me. Can you get on here? Go to our YouTube, folks. I have an excellent connection. I'm gonna share this. Here, copy it, and I'm gonna Facebook it to you. Does it look alright on your phone? You don't know? There's gonna be an infinite echo if you don't turn that down. No, that's dark. That's really dark, yeah. Alright, hold on, folks.
An entire gender because you had a specific person.
Normalize, not track. Hey, why is this so dark here? I'm having technical issues, folks. Wait, are we? No, it's pretty good now. It's just because the YouTube thing is so white. You gotta put YouTube on dark mode. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
I think it's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Narc Mormon. He said something about gender.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, let me show you guys. So desktop, ready? Boom, baby. Yeah. So what did he say?
There.
Let's blow this up. Can I blow it up? Yeah, shit. Blow you up. Can you see it on your phone?
Oh.
Mark's funny, huh?
Yeah,
yeah, that's true. You probably shouldn't do that, folks. You probably shouldn't throw out the idea of men. The concept of females or women, you know, you probably shouldn't throw them out.
Because you had a bad experience with a woman or man or whatever.
Right.
Or multiple bad experiences. You can have multiple because you know that your energy, what you bring into the world attracts certain type of people. So instead of like always blaming other people, you could look at yourself and be like, why am I attracting these
You're literally peeking into the frame.
Puffy, because I want to sit right here.
I'm gonna need your help, dear. Because right now what we're doing is we are doing very important work. Very, very important work, okay? My face is going to be kind of rainbowy because the computer is right here and it's like all glowy. But it kind of matches the background anyway.
Yeah, it does. It looks nice. Rainbow face.
So what are we doing?
We're finding a guy to...
Can you hold the mic? What are we doing?
What are we doing? We're finding a guy to bang.
Finding a guy to bang.
Yeah. Well, it goes deeper than that. That was just a catchy title so that you would click on this video.
But that is what's happening.
That
It's not clickbait.
Right. Nope. That's really happening. So we're going to share with you our process of doing this and what exactly we're doing and why we're doing it.
You know what? I'm just gonna use the Royalist one. Crap. What's the main one that we use?
For what?
For this.
For YouTube?
Just for our Google Drive.
Jeez. Showing everyone all this stuff. Probably Probably take it off the desktop, huh?
Well, they already saw it now. Wait, you want me to not show them?
Well, what are we showing them?
You don't know our passwords. You can't get into shit. What are they gonna do?
No, they can't do anything. But
Nothing.
when what are we showing them? This is on the iPad.
So, I know what we need to do is we need to what we have to do. We need to come up with a list of like the rules, how to relate with us. Like, it's a clear piece of paper. It's a document. That's what needs to be done. If we're gonna be responsible about this and not fuck it up, like 100% of the world does, it needs to be made into a document.
Yeah.
Basically.
This is why people don't do what we're trying to do, is because
I can't hear you.
this is why most people don't do what we're trying to do, is because they screw it up and it doesn't go well. So we're solving problems. We're problem solvers.
So do you want to pick a document? Do you want to pick a document that like a template, or do you want to start a new one?
I mean, what am I rewriting all of this?
Well, we're coming up with our rules. Like, this is how to relate with us. No, we're gonna pull from ideas from that. That's just a brainstorm. That's just crap. That's just brainstorm crap.
All the things we did and did not like about our past experiences.
I mean, I guess we could finish listening to this too. Right? Like, you and I do shit every day. Like, to the point where, like, sometimes you, like, cry about it, because that's, like, all we do. I'm like Elon. Like, I just don't stop. Every day. Energizer Bunny. Wait, can you listen to it on there? How's the mic sound? Pull it up. The video. Did your phone just die? Oh, God. What to say?
Can I listen to it?
Just turn it up. Turn it up.
No. I have to go back.
What? All right, next. We were just in the car. And I got nothing to hide, by the way. See, this is why I'm live right now. I have literally nothing to hide from you guys. The only thing that I'm scared of is some psychopath coming and shooting me. That's the only thing I'm scared of, really. Like some Nazi, some like far right person. Or maybe even some far left person who like snaps and loses it. That's the only thing I'm really scared about. But I think we'll be okay. I think we're going to be fine.
Most people, there's a lot of people out there with millions of followers and people, and they seem to be fine. They started somewhere too. They were probably scared too. They were probably like, holy crap, I'm going to have millions of people following me now. What do I do?
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sure they went through the same process of being scared to have that many people looking at them for various reasons, for their safety, for just their sanity, and all kinds of reasons why.
Do you want to put in one of these so you can tell when you're being heard or not? That wasn't a demand. That was a question. You could say no. So anyway, so we were in the car and we were wishing we had a stream deck, but our stream deck broke. Anyway, I can just do this. It's fine. We were in the car, and what were we doing in the car? We were going to go to a show.
We were going to go to this Labor Day music festival with house music or something in Santa Monica.
Whoa.
And we decided to leave when we were 30 minutes away. We were like, maybe we should turn around. We just didn't. As soon as we got into LA, it just started to get darker and like more evil looking. We're going into the pits of hell. We're like driving into it. That's that's LA. And then you're like, did you know it's coined, Los Angeles is coined Lost Angels? And I was like, oh.
Right.
So yeah, we decided to turn back around and do this instead, and to actually be productive, instead of like going there and probably wishing we didn't go, because that's what happens every time. And then there's a bunch of drunk people there and a bunch of people hitting on me, and it's like just chaos. So something good that you told me, stop it. Something useful that you told me was like, hey, next time you find an event, why don't you ask yourself, would I go to this event alone? And if you wouldn't go by yourself, then it's probably a good idea that neither one of us go, because it's not going to be any better if you're there. There's now there's just going to be two people that are scared, me and you. It's like,
right.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. I think a lot of girls have that misconception. They have that misconception. Should we have this down here or up here? Questions. Probably up here. So, yeah, a lot of girls have that misconception, like, oh, I'm going to bring the guy with me and he'll protect me. It's like, what I have to say for you girls is, why go there in the first place if you need to bring someone with you to protect you?
Right.
It's not a good place.
No.
You know what I mean? A better energy would, and I understand, like, if that's all that's available, like, you know, the lesser evil, I guess, like, if you really have nothing else to do. But what I have to say to that, though, is like, I don't want to rant, I don't want to lecture. It's like, but, you know, create something to do. But I guess I feel bad for, and I feel sad about a lot of women and just people who they don't see that, because it's so normal in our world that you feel unsafe. We don't question that, you know? It's like, oh yeah, of course, walking around the street at night you feel unsafe. It's just something you have to deal with, especially as a woman. But I say, no, it's not. It may be normal, but that doesn't make it good or right. So I think if you feel like you need a bodyguard to go somewhere, maybe don't go there.
Right.
Maybe do something else. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, you can do anything. You can start a women's group, like you just rent a space out, or use your house if you have a nice house and a nice space for it, and you know, invite women. Women love women's gatherings, and all of a sudden now you have a bunch of friends. It's like it's actually pretty easy. I've done that before and it worked. I was like, oh cool, I just met a bunch of new people, and yeah, and I feel satisfied now because I didn't have to go somewhere weird and creepy, and I got to pick who could come over instead of going to some random place where you don't know anyone. There's a lot of weirdos. It's nighttime. People are drinking. It's in a city that doesn't have a great reputation.
All right. So let's do this. Okay.
Okay.
Finish this.
Mm-hmm.
So we recorded this in the car.
That they need to have a partner of their own.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah, that's good right there. They need to have a partner of their own, folks. So this person, like, we're catching you up. So we're looking for we're not really looking. We don't really need to look. We are screening and accepting the right person to come exchange loving, intimate, emotional, spiritual, sexual energy with, and yes, that includes with your genitals. Obviously we have tons of applicants. It's overwhelming, the amount of applicants that we have, and we are currently looking for the right person. Tons of male applicants and not tons of female applicants, because such is the world as it stands today, and that is great. That's fine.
Fine. The goal of this too is that the women will eventually see this and they're going to be like, wow, how does she do that? How do I feel safe doing this? They're going to be blown away. And then they're going to realize, oh, wow, she's being taken care of. Like, people are helping her. These guys, like, want to be around and help with what her goals and her visions. And she's being pampered, you know? So it's like women's minds will start to change about it once they see how I do this and how this happens in a way where I feel good and everyone feels good.
Yep.
then women will be like, I want to come. I want to be the queen. I want to have a guy that takes care of me.
Yeah.
Every woman wants that. Every single woman I've talked to says the same thing. How do you find a guy like him? How did you do that? It's like, well, I was in the right kind of place. I wasn't at a bar. I wasn't, walking around the street trying to find a guy like you. We were in the right place.
I still wouldn't say that was the right place, though. I still think you got lucky.
Okay. It was the right place for us.
It was better.
At that time, it was the right place to be because that's where we were. So it was the right place at that time.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it wouldn't be because we're different.
The place that we met, man, we are not getting anything done. That's okay. The place that we met,
Yes, we are, but we're writing it on the iPad.
the place that, yeah, and then we're gonna make it permanent on here.
Yeah.
But the place that we met, I would say what it lacked was clarity. It was a place where people were not clear. They were just not clear, just straight up. And that's okay. I'm not going to target any kind of communities or anything, and I'm not going to name names, but we could work on it, folks. On that's what we're doing right now on clarity.
That's really important.
Yeah, they stick around like that's
And help.
gonna happen.
Yeah, they help.
If you stick around and help, there's gonna be more girls like me around. So if you like me, well, if you stick around, it's gonna be more of me.
Right.
More of me.
You write that on the iPad.
Yeah.
That's the goal. We don't know. I don't know. This might go down in flames, and everyone's laughing at us like, "Ha ha!" Well, no, never do that. Thanks for making the mistake for us. And then you're welcome. At your service, folks. But that's what's fun about being dinks. Double income, no kids. Yeah, dinks. That's what my uncle calls it.
That's funny.
Then the question is like, what are his skills? How can he help?
Oh yeah, that's good. That's important. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, how do our puzzle pieces fit together? How can we help each other? Like I want to connect on all levels, But this isn't some I've said this before, but this isn't some kinky thing where we just screw.
And then it's over with and we never talk again. It's like we're trying to build real relationships.
We're trying to have kids.
And have children, and like you have children and you have a partner, like we're building this whole thing.
Yeah. Like we're taking our life serious.
Yeah, this is serious.
Yeah.
We don't want to be like experimenting for the rest of our life. But this is just like a moment in time. But we want this part of our journey to succeed so we can have the things that we want.
Yes.
That everyone can have what
As it was told to me from a very high mystic, we are channeling some high stuff.
Yeah, he told me I'm the queen of the underworld.
Yeah.
But what I have to say to that is I'm the queen of the new world too.
Go to K-Pacha. If you're watching this, go to K-Pacha on YouTube. The New Paradigm Astrology. Real deal. Real deal. I'm telling you. Anyway.
And he said, you're a prophet.
Shh, I'm not supposed to tell people that.
Okay.
This is really good for the questionnaire. We got to put that in the questionnaire. Like, what does he do?
What does
What
you
are
do?
your skills?
What are your skills? Sir?
We got to know.
We gotta know.
Like, what does he do?
Yeah.
Are you an investor? Are you a marketing person? Are you a logger? Do you build houses? Like, what do you do? Because honestly, we can use almost any skill at this point. Literally, almost any skill. Is open. Is he a lawyer? Is he a what? Anything really? Almost anything.
Is he a fuck boy?
We could use the help. But I'd say more so other thing. More so some things than other things. Because if he's a lawyer, it's like, well, how often do you need a lawyer? So we're probably, it's like,
Yeah, it's definitely got to be in high demand for us.
yeah, we're going to definitely have a priority system. Like if somebody says they're a lawyer and then somebody else says that they're an investor, we're going to go with the investor.
Right. Yeah, because we'll need lawyers down the line.
We're gonna go with the investor first, because you need the money to pay the lawyer. There is a hierarchy system. I don't think we need to really talk about that though. And that's just kind of a thing between that's what we're doing, you know.
Yeah, we just know that.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
So we can keep them in the phone book or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess it's appropriate now to talk about we do currently have a philosophy about sexuality. Just about connection in humans.
Yeah.
That you can and currently we both believe, we have yet to be disproven, that you should, I should, you know, whatever, you should, in quotes, use your sexual kundalini life force energy to build a network of people who got your back.
Yeah.
And they really got your back, because it'd be devastating if you know what I mean, because you're really in it together. You really love each other.
Yeah.
That is the current hypothesis, I guess. Really, it's not really tested.
Hypotheses.
Yeah. So whatever. I don't know. That's what I want to say. I guess some people can listen to this and they'd be like, oh, that's I don't know, arrogant. That's, you're using people. Blah blah. That'll probably come up.
Nobody's being
Just like-
used.
But a lot of people think, though, that sex is not love. I hear that a lot too. Like, oh, you like a lot of people think if you have sex with someone, it almost means that you don't love them because you had sex with them. Like, that's almost what they're saying.
Right.
Have you heard that kind of crap?
Yeah. Well, I think you can have sex and not love someone, which is not very good sex, by the way. But you can also have sex with someone you love, and that kind of sex is usually the best sex that you can have. So we have a choice what we want to do with our bodies.
Yeah, and well, I guess I want to say this too, that you and I are completely obsessed with what is the truth. Regardless of what anyone believes, like what is the truth? That's it. Just what is the truth, you know? And it's obviously clear that when men and women are together, men and women become attracted to each other and they want to bang. Now, what we're in a discovery process of and a testing process of is like, can that go well, and can everyone benefit each other from it? Is there a way to do that? Is there a way to? I think there still is. I have yet to be disproven. Maybe I will be. And I will know by the end of this year. I will know by December if this is working or not, basically.
Yeah, so this is good. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. But I honestly think we should probably get their ID first before we even give them like the full scoop, maybe.
What do you think?
I don't really want just anybody to be able to see what the full scoop is. Just there publicly on the site. Probably not a good idea. No.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Actually, and honestly, for like YouTube too.
Well, we don't have to make this public, I guess.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Just for like subscribers or something.
Yeah, that's most of the subscribers. I mean, people are probably not gonna willingly subscribe to us.
But they will. But see, but here's the thing. But y'all are gonna be real interested once it's working and we have something built that's
Yeah.
working.
Well, we could save this video and then we can post it once we've accomplished the goal.
Yeah, I like that. I like that we're streaming to the channel.
Okay.
We'll keep it on the channel.
that's-
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it open for now. I think we're all right because it's live too, so they can't scrub around. Y'all can't scrub around, son. So you can't hear everything.
No, because you know what? Guys like fucking Justin are gonna be like, dude.
No names. Beep. I know like 3 Justins, 4 Justins. You don't know who I'm talking about. Okay, now I'm talking about names. So I can't talk about people's names.
Yeah, no names.
I didn't say his last name, no.
Didn't say something.
No, let's just do this. I think I started bitching. Hold on. I'm to preserve people's anonymity. I'm gonna actually go to this part. All right. Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, what I was saying is we've gotten feedback from people basically that what we're doing is manipulative and it is evil and it is wrong. We've gotten that feedback from people. You can just feel it from them. They literally think what you're doing is evil.
Well, it's not us. It's their idea. It's their beliefs of what has happened to them in the past. So they're just putting this label on us, like, oh, we're that way too.
Yep. Oh, and yeah, we also have a rule that if they don't want to be on camera, it's not a good fit.
Yep.
Why is that?
Because this is about full transparency and being open about who you are as a human being, especially when you involve things like sex. Because people are more likely to lie and manipulate, say something and then say that they didn't say it. So everything when it comes to Royal Lust is being filmed, whether it's us talking, it's us touching, fucking, I don't know, whatever it is, it's all going to be on camera. We have a record of this and nobody can go around lying and saying things. That's just not what we're doing here. If you want to be dishonest, if you want to, lie and do all that stuff, well then that's not Royal Lust. That's your own thing. And that's not what we're doing here.
Yeah, now I'm talking about blanket permission in the whole room. Remember?
No, blanket permission?
Yeah, like imagine if we were at an event and everyone had blanket permission to touch each other and be with each other because we all
Oh yeah.
we we have trust with each other.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, that bothered me a lot. All right, so I think this is over. It is over. Okay, great. So that's that. I'm gonna be careful playing shit because I'm gonna end up saying somebody's name. And then we're getting into some beef with people. There's beef with people. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Beef.
I got beef with people. But that's how you learn. I feel like that's how you learn.
Yeah, beef on the street.
Yeah, you learn through others like what you don't like and what you're fuck no to.
It's good.
And usually you don't like that person ever again unless they change, basically.
Right. And that's good. That's good to have those experiences because if we didn't, then we wouldn't know. We would do it again and again until we wake up.
Right. And what I want to say for myself though is like, see, here's the thing. Here is what being manipulative is. Being manipulative, my definition of that is, we were just talking about this in the car. When you do something, you don't really want to do the thing that you're doing. You don't have a desire to. I was actually just very recently manipulated by my last girlfriend. I'm not going to mention her name, but this is what she was doing. She didn't really want to be doing the things she was doing with me. She was doing them with me because I have skills that she wants. She wants me to, you know what I mean? So that's manipulation. That's deceit. You're being deceitful. You don't really want to be doing what you're doing. With me, you want the result of what you're going to get for it. That's manipulation. So it is not manipulation what we're doing and what I'm doing because I genuinely jerk the fuck off to the idea of her getting fucked by another guy and me watching. How's that? I hope my neighbors just heard that too. Okay. Through these thin ass windows. But yeah, so that's not manipulation. That is a genuine bodily desire that I'm having. It is not manipulation. Or deceit. Literally. Just by definition.
Right.
What about you?
Yeah, well, let's see. This one. I will genuinely want to have sex with someone or be intimate with them if they show that they actually care, that they really do care, and they're being real and genuine about it. They're not just doing it to get their, yeah. So they're not doing it just to, get their wiener wet and then run away. That's my concern, is that the guys are just gonna come in, get what they want, and then run away. 'Cause that has happened to me before. So that's the reason why I have I have boundaries. I have a wall up that you have to, break down a little bit.
Can you write that down?
Yeah.
Because that's a big. So just write that in there somewhere. Because that's one of your rules, right? Yeah. You're writing that you. Oh, like, I guess you can have a little section that says what I'm a no to, like what Viola is a no to. I don't know. Your name's, as far as they're concerned, your name's Viola until they meet you and everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, man.
And who don't care. I guess I'll just say people. People that don't.
Yeah, people that don't care. But can you just define what that means a little bit? Say, so here, it's important to be very clear, especially to a male. I hate to say it, but it's like especially to just people, man. It doesn't have to be a sexist thing. It's like we just need clarity. What does that mean specifically? So like what would they do? Can you list some things that they could do that would show to you that they don't care? And also for anyone who's watching this is really good if you want to meet anybody. The process that we're doing right now is like, I think, what people should do if they want their relationships to go well at all with anybody, especially when you're single. Yeah. Yeah, and the first rule would be don't do things that you don't want to do. That's not a bodily desire because you think you're going to get something for it. Well, that's what I'm a no to. Maybe we're both a no to it because we're a unit, so it doesn't have to be just you, just us. Whatever.
This is here. A no to. Okay.
Okay, so what I'm a no to is I'm a no to people doing things that they don't want to do.
No to. So let me copy it.
People doing things that they don't want to do. And I wish I had the stream deck right now because I would pop that thing back on her face, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. Okay, but so we need to define that too, though. So don't do things that you don't want to do. What is that? What does that mean? Like more specifically, I want to get even more specific and say,
Here. Don't do things you want to do, and then we're gonna like come down here and say what that means. Let's do these.
yeah. So I'm thinking, don't do things you don't want to do, which means you have a genuine bodily desire to do what is happening. And this was really important for women too. I've had too many women, and I understand it's not you girls' fault because this is the way y'all are programmed. This is the pressure from society. But I have had women do things with me that they didn't really want to do because they thought they should. And that sucks. By the way, it's a really, really terrible experience when you find that out later. You're like, whoa. That's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's even worse when they get upset with you for it and they start blaming you for it, saying I like pressured you, and I literally didn't. I just wanted to do it. There was no pressure though. Like you literally could have said no. Just to make that clear. Okay, so, but I understand that there's like fear and trauma and there's all this shit going on in the world. So, don't do things you don't want to do, which means you have a genuine bodily desire to do what is happening. So what it means is if you feel a bad feeling in your body, you say something and unless that feeling changes to a good feeling, you don't do it. That's a long-winded sentence. If you feel a bad feeling in your body, say something and don't do it. Basically, if it feels bad, don't do it. Really simple. You know, like here's an example. An example would be, maybe we should write the example too. And an example would be, well, let's, you know, an example would be like someone wants to connect, somebody wants to connect with you, but they don't want to connect with me. They get a bad feeling about me being there. Or the other way around, you know. So maybe some girl or some girl is all into me. She's all fascinated with me, right? But she gets uncomfortable with the idea. Okay, one, you should speak up. Two, we definitely shouldn't do that then. You know, if she's uncomfortable with the idea of you being around, then we really got to back way up. And I don't even know at that point. But I have had that happen. We've actually run into that situation. And I just had to let the person go. I was like, that's ain't gonna work, dude. We are so on different pages, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a deal breaker. Sorry. Okay, so don't do things you don't want to do. Have a genuine bodily desire to do it. Maybe in parentheses you can put AKA you're turned on. The bodily desire part.
You're turned on.
Yeah, in parentheses. No. I like at the very end. AKA you're turned on. Yeah. Like literally, like a literal desire. Okay, that's mine. Yours is that you don't, people that don't care. But I really feel like we got to have you define that. And what, can you explain more about what that means?
Let me get rid of this.
Okay, she's formatting, folks. Excuse me. She's organizing. I think this is, oh no, it's good. Now we're gonna struggle with Google Docs. Man, technology, dude, it's like always changing. And as soon as you have like, you think you got it figured out, everything changes and you don't got it figured out.
Okay.
They need to find a way to make it more and more, I'm sure they're working on it, make it more intuitive. So people, well, okay, people that don't care, that's fine. So you are a no to people who don't care. Obviously, you specifically mean men. And maybe you could just give an example of that, you know? Like, people that don't care. Which means... Which means if you plan on fucking us and then just leaving, don't. if you plan on fucking us, maybe I should be quieter, jeez. If you plan on excuse me, being with us, excuse me. No, you should say that though, because that's funny and good. But if you plan on doing us, this is what I'm gonna think. What if you have a better idea, chime in. And then leaving, be like ... just don't. That's funny. I think that's funny. So what should they do then?
What they should do is they should. Well, we have you on camera, so if you do that, well, your video of you is, that video of you is going to be up on our site.
Well, hold on, wait, because I want to say this too, because now what's coming up for me is like I feel a little bit scared now. Like me, like if I was the new person, I'd be like, oh shit, like this feels like a trap.
No, it's not a trap. Like, so that your intention is to not leave. Like if your mom is dying and you have to go and leave, like to another country or state or something, we're not going to be like, you can't leave. It's just the act of leaving someone is just saying, oh, I got what I want. Okay, screw you guys. I'm not going to contribute at all. I'm just going to leave. Yeah, maybe we could rephrase that sentence in so it's a little less scary. I kind of like the way that you said it better. Yeah. You said contribute. Yeah. So that's a little offensive. The way I said it's a little bit offensive. I tend to do that. I'm like the softener. So he's like the like bam, and I soften it, and I'm like, no, you can say it. You can say it nice, like in a way where people feel more cared for. Yeah. I know. I tend to scare the shit out of people. Mm-hmm. Whatever, dude. Okay. So what am I writing? So you teach me about empathy more though. Yeah, so people that don't care, or maybe you could write people that don't care. I don't know, just something about contributing that a spirit, you could say like a spirit of contribution. I don't know. Right? Like have a spirit of contribution and you want and then leaving. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess. Well, hold on though, because then we have to look at this from all perspectives too, because then that person can turn around and say the same thing to us, like, well, you better contribute to me too. Like, don't just fuck me and then walk away. Well, that's not what we're doing either. I mean, if we went through this whole thing to make all of this, and we're telling you about what we want, that we actually do care and love, then I don't see why anyone would get that impression. Well, because we don't know. We're bringing all this up because we don't know you. We don't know the people that are applying for this. So we have to figure that out. We have to say all this stuff because it's weeding through the people that aren't a good fit, so that we don't have to go through all this crap together and then figure out later that, oh, it wasn't a good fit. We want to figure that out now. Yepperoo. Yepperoni. Okay. All right, so oh god. So basically, but I'm just thinking from their perspective, they're like, okay, we banged. I love you guys now. Whatever. I feel attached. I feel bonded. But now I want you to contribute to me too. And you guys make really cool videos. You know what I mean? And like you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they have a business. That's what, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is about collaborating together. This is about real connection, not the old crap that people do. Like, oh, we go to the bar, we just hook up. It's not hook up. So maybe I can write that down. This is not hook up. What I would want if we did that, and like they have a business or something, or they got an Instagram hustle, or so, I don't know what they're doing. They got a tree service, a tree business, and they want like a marketing video for their tree business, you know? Well, obviously,
See, because if I'm gonna do,
Well, I see what we're contributing is we're contributing love and care and intimacy and touch. Like that is our contribution.
it literally is, yeah. That's also true. Sorry, I forgot about that. That's actually literally true. Like, I hate to say it, but it kind of is, because like I don't see the thing with the guy. Unfortunately, is like you don't need touch from a dude. I don't need touch from a dude.
We don't need it.
He needs the touch
So anyone
from you.
Right. And anyone that tries to fight that and say, "Oh, well, I don't deserve to be, you know, my touch is worthy of just being the gift." You know?
No, that's actually a really feminized thing to say, and you're confusing yourself for being a woman, sir.
That is what someone that we knew that's the way he was behaving, and he was actually pretty feminine. And he was like, "Oh, you don't love me for me. You just want things from me." And it's like, but he didn't understand that we are giving him something that he's like living for. His like life needs this.
Yeah, and we know these people are living for it, because I'm gonna tell you, multiple people have told me that they are willing to rearrange their entire life to receive love and touch from her.
And it was so interesting because the same guy that we were gonna have do this with us, he's like, "Oh, I'm flying, you know, I'm flying out of the state tomorrow." And he's like, "Well, wait, you guys are offering this? Okay, I'll change my flight."
I've actually had multiple guys say that.
It's like, okay, well, if it's that important to you, then how come you don't see that what we're offering you is equal to something that you're
Okay,
gonna
okay.
give back?
So wait, we need to clearly state that then. Clearly state that the contribution that we are giving them is literally the act of physical intimacy, basically.
Okay.
Physical union or whatever, intimacy. That needs to be stated and agreed upon, because maybe he doesn't agree. Maybe he's like, love me for me or whatever. You know? I don't even know what that means. I don't even think you know what that means, though. I don't think he knows what that means when he says that.
That's why it didn't work out with him, because it was oh shit.
He's a bitter old man in a young man's body.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of guys have that love me for me thing. So a lot of your clients run that shit with you too. They're like, you know, a lot of women, they just want me for my money. My money.
Lovey. Okay. So wait.
It's like,
what
but
did you say?
why don't you contribute? And
Yeah.
then maybe she'll have enough money, and then she won't want you for your money. And maybe she'll be grateful too. Whatever, it's okay. I understand some, but see, it's hard to trust people because some women and men are so cynical that they really are coming to rob you, and then they're going to leave.
Well, yeah. I think
So
you know we could have sorted it out with this person that we were gonna do it with, but we started to realize, like, I don't know, because he also didn't want to be on camera, so that was also another red flag. Anyways, so what am I writing? You said something about contribution.
you said, I said, she said, oh, that the contribution that we're giving them, undo. The contribution that we're giving them, do it again. Contribution? Then no, it can't be blue.
Wait, what? No, I'm trying to get rid of it.
So let me see this.
Oh my god. Wait, let me just write it and I'll delete it.
Wait, hold on a sec.
It's being weird.
Wait, stop.
Wait, let me do it. No, I know what to do.
Okay, I want everyone to see this catastrophe that's happening on Google Docs right now. The contribution, our contribution to you is the physical touch. I mean, I guess it's not just physical touch, though. It's like, it's all kind of stuff. What do you want to call it? Intimacy?
Is love,
Intimacy.
intimacy, touch, care.
But it's a certain kind of care. It's like, it's the actual physical, it's the sexual physical, but really sexual. Like, why don't we just call a spade a spade? It's really the sex. Like, let's be honest, you take that off the table and it's like, it ain't the same thing.
Yeah. You know what? We can talk to that person again that we're talking about, and we can clarify all this, because I know when we were talking with him, we didn't know this. We didn't have this laid out. So what it ended up happening,
I don't think there's any hope with that person. I think the more we talk, there's some people in the world where the more you try to explain yourself to them, the more they don't like you.
well, the problem, there's two problems with him, is he's connected to people that don't like us and we don't like them. He's like friends with them.
Well, because they're leftist extremists.
They're extremists. So we're like, we don't even.
They're like, there's no such thing. There are 400 genders. And how dare you be a cis man? I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here. This is a circus, so I gotta go. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, he's still connected with those people. He was hanging out with us because I do really believe a part of him doesn't agree with them, but he feels safe and comfortable with them, so he's staying.
Hey, I got no problem. If you want to call yourself a cheeseburger, you can. That's your freedom. That's like freedom of consciousness. You know what I mean? I believe everyone can do whatever they want with their conscience, but what you can't do, and what I am a no to, is when people attack me for what I'm doing. And it's fine to disagree. You can disagree. But when you come to me, you know what I'm saying? And like y'all gang up on me and you're trying to change my sexuality, get the fuck out of here. Fuck.
It's contradicting their whole belief, is that, oh, you should believe what I believe, but if I believe what you believe, like, I can't do, of course, we don't have to believe the same things, but you should never make someone believe something that you believe. That's ridiculous. For anyone to do that, you can say, I accept that you are the way you are. I'm not trying to change you. You can be and do whatever you want. But I'm not going to be mad at you for not doing that too.
Yep.
That would be ridiculous.
And what I'm not going to do too is I'm not going to be your lover. I'm not going to be your lover to like get you on my hook and then threaten to take away that love if you don't operate as I command. Yeah. That is no. You tell me, you tell me now what the expectation is, and I will decide if we connect or not. Yeah. I'm not going to give you that power over me. That's how I fucked up before. I literally went to the leftist extremist people. And I literally like bonded with them without even knowing anything about them or anything. Yeah. And it was just like, wow, like a bomb went off, honestly, God.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's almost like walking into a white supremacy meeting and you didn't know that they were Nazis, and then you got into serious relationships with them. It's like, this is just as bad. Anyway. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with your beliefs. I'm saying, you sirs over there, if you guys want to do that shit, that's good. You can do it, whatever, man. But I just not my thing. That's okay. So yeah, I just don't like extreme things. And that's in my astrology, folks. I'm a Libra, okay? So I just don't like extremes. I'll go try it out. I literally tried it out. I tried out being gay. I tried out a lot of things, and I'm like, you know what? It's not for me. It's a little too much. It's way over here.
Yeah. It's
too far for me. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not like that either. I like to experiment and try things, and then I realized, oh, I don't like doing that. I like having my own perspective and seeing things in a way that feels good for me.
Anyway, enough of that. So we're gonna get all the folks here all riled up. So this is not a hookup scene. Our contribution to you is love, intimacy, touch, sexual care. So okay, so our contribution to this person, the male, really, because if it's a female, it's something else. It's just different. But their contribution back is well, just being on a video with us is a big help.
That's a huge contribution. Yeah, I would say at first, because we do need just someone to be open and comfortable with being on a video. Like, that would be a huge first step for us. And if the first person that we do this with ends up just doing that, that's fine, I think. But if every single person just does that, that's a problem. Because how many videos do we need of doing the same thing, you know, with a different person?
Yeah. Well, how many videos do you need?
Just that. If every guy, for example, comes along and all he ends up doing is just doing a video with us, and that's it, that wouldn't be good.
Well, here's the thing. It also depends on me personally and like well, obviously you too, but like I don't. So like I have a strong interest in doing it right now with you with someone else, and then after we do that first video, like my interest might actually go up more. It might be like, oh wow, that was so hot that I want to do it again. You know, and then eventually that interest might be like, okay, whatever, we've done it enough.
Done it enough, and that's fine. But it is important because we're trying to build a community, build a family. So if everyone's just coming in just to do a video together, and that's all, like this defeats the whole purpose of what we're trying to do.
Yeah. So your deal. Yeah. So we need
First, it's fine. If it's first couple people that are like, okay, I just want the video thing, I can't contribute anything else, like, we'll let it slide.
You'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not gonna be something we're gonna want to keep doing over and over again without any other contribution.
Right.
Because we're trying to be connected to you, so it's like we want to have a family situation here. So if that's it.
Yeah. So okay.
So
So
if everyone's just coming in and leaving, that's like, hello.
did we say that in here?
We can put it under the title.
So I just want to say this too for girls. If any girls, just girls who are curious, like this is the work that needs to be done on the girls' end if you want to like find a good man, you know. And now's the perfect time to find a good man because you got the internet that helps you out. So you have like thousands of men. You can just run them through your funnel, and then the ones that agree, you go on a date with. Easy.
It's easy. It really is. There's so many men that are looking for women. And I don't even care if they look like some macho guy who's like, oh, I don't need nobody. Like, I can bet you that if he's single, he is lonely as ever. He's probably playing video games and like crying at night, you know.
Yeah.
So don't get the impression just because he's hot, he doesn't need nobody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel way like I'm still missing. I could, you know, and I have you, and I still feel that way.
Yeah.
Like there's a big desire in there. But what the problem, you know, we're getting way off, but that's okay. I want to say the problem with society right now, I think it's a problem, is that society tells you that that is your vice. It's a bad thing that you feel that desire for more. That's what they say when it comes to sex. I actually disagree. I think it's wrong.
No.
I think it's incorrect.
I think that in particular, when it comes to sex, I do believe that's wrong. And maybe in regards to, I don't know. I really don't think it applies to much because we want different types of food. We're not going to just eat the same thing for the rest of our life.
No, I think the body has intelligence, and I think you get things like eating disorders when you cut people's sexuality off. You know, our light died. But also you have to understand this too. When you're banging somebody, your brain is doing this. It's literally the nerves in your brain are going like this. They're creating association with that person, like a feeling of pleasure and association in your brain. It's a bond. You're creating a bond with the person. It's like literal stuff. So in theory, I guess it's a hypothesis. You would want to do that as much as possible with as many people as possible. This. Yes, you would. So that is not a vice. That is not bad. I would say, if anything, what's bad is simulating it, like porn, you know. Yeah, you're not going anywhere with porn because it's not what's going on here. You know, it's made up. It's imaginary. And that's sad. You know, that's disconnection. So yeah, that's not good. You're just tricking your brain, you know. It's junk food. So, okay, we're getting pretty far here. My girlfriend just disappeared. And now I'm alone. and now people that don't care. A spirit of contribution versus getting what you want and then leaving. Okay, can you actually define what that means? Well, I think, because I know it feels kind of edgy to say it though, because I'm scared now because we've gotten such poor feedback from people about the whole "you're using me" thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of like scared to talk because now people are going to be like, see us as these evil people.
Right.
And so what they're doing is they're assuming that our intentions are to extract as much value as possible from this person and then get rid of them.
No.
But it's like how what I want to know is like, how can both parties feel safe without, do you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can't. Maybe you just have to have courage.
You do. There's a certain point where you have to have courage and you have to say, hey, I do believe these people have good intentions. I can feel it. I can't hear myself. Okay, I can feel that these people have good intentions, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to take the leap and do it.
Take the weep.
That's all.
Right.
If you're so scared that you can't get out of your house and meet anyone, well then,
We're so bitter.
or better.
Oh damn, we've been on here for an hour already. Yeet. Yeet. I don't know. I like streaming long time because I've seen people streaming for 4, 8 hours, 12 hours a day.
Crazy.
Like big names, and I kind of like it though because it's kind of proof that we're like literally putting in the hours.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we're doing the work. Because I like this too. Who said this? That who somebody said your hours matter. Like how many hours you're putting in, literal time, how many hours you're putting into the thing you're going for, it matters.
Jordan Peterson, did he say that? No.
I think he did say that, yeah. Yeah. And that's why guys like Elon Musk are like crazy numbers
it
a
does
week.
matter. He said if you want to be a leader, if you want to be the one that's the best at what you do, you have to like sacrifice a lot of things.
Everything.
Everything.
Your whole life.
Like family, like everything.
Whole life.
Yeah. And that's difficult.
Your pigs.
Most people do.
Your dogs.
Because then if it doesn't end up working out, all those hours that you put in, then you just sacrifice all the other stuff. Now you're left with nothing. So that's the really biggest fear that people have of putting in all those hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
So can you write underneath a spirit of contribution, like we're looking for people with skills to add to our list. People with skills to add to our list. Damn, I hate that like old people's names keep coming up in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Don't you guys hate that stuff? I'm like, man, I'm trying to really not talk about other people from the past. But, you know, those are the people that we learn from. And you get woke from the people in the past.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's like a horrible, horrific, horrifyingly painful experience usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. To, or maybe not to add to Royalist, but to aid. To aid. I don't know, dude. This part right here feels edgy for me. This almost feels like the too much line.
Why?
Because I'm just nervous that people are gonna have all these fears come up and be like, oh wow, like I'm agreeing to all that. Like this is literally what men are scared of when it comes to women. Like this is what they're scared of.
Yeah, there's.
It's like she's gonna make me marry her and take care of the kids. Like that's what, you know. He's like, I just want to get laid.
Yeah, no.
That's literally the gripe between males and females right now.
Right.
So we can try it.
So I don't know. Well, what we can do is we can either try it up front and see the responses that we get, or we can just do the regular screening and just to see if, are they a good fit to do the video with.
Yeah.
Then we show them this and be like, hey, we like you.
Absolutely, yeah.
We could just kind of do the second part of screening, like when we meet them, and be like,
I don't know about that.
I don't know either.
That's a little, yeah, it's a little.
Because now we're doing that just to accommodate people's fear.
No.
Now we're scared of people running away and not doing it. So now we're doing this like we're accommodating it.
Well, I can just feel. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying I know for a fact that there's many men who are gonna feel that come up for them, and they're like, "Fuck this, I'm out of here." They're trying to suck me into something. That's what every guy feels. Every single dude.
Yeah.
When it comes, and that is their concern with women, is that the women are trying to suck them into something that they don't want to do. So some sort of responsibility that they now have, this duty that they didn't ask for.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that that's wrong, because here's the deal too. I'm going to be really honest right now. So it's kind of good that this is not on ABC News or whatever.
Yeah.
The Channel 5 News. I'm going to be really honest, and I'm going to say he needs you. You don't need him. When it comes to the actual, like, I'm going to die if I don't get physical touch thing.
Yeah.
You like what I'm saying about men and women, I'm saying it's about me too. Is like, I came to you.
Right.
I came to you. So you are the queen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I didn't put my tail between my legs and go to females and be like, you know, hey, I gotta get laid here. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. Can you help me out? Then it just would never happen, and my mind would corrupt and go corroded, and I'd just become perverted, and I might die. I don't know.
Yeah, it is important to see, like, hey, yeah, there is something that women have that I need, and then I do have to be vulnerable, and I do have to be honest about it, instead of trying to be like, oh, they need the same thing from me. It's like, but
they don't
need the same thing from you.
They literally don't know. But you can also say
women do need touch, don't get me wrong, but women can get touch from a lot of men. So women have the pick of the crop. Like, imagine they're walking through a farm, like a field of strawberries. Like, the women have all these strawberries are men. Like, they all want to touch the woman. So she has the choice as to
she's the queen.
Gets to touch her.
They're like the little worker ants.
If she's allowing you to touch her, that's very special. She chose you to do that.
Oh, you chose me.
And that's important. Yeah. I chose you, though.
That's so sweet.
Yes, I chose you.
He chose me.
Yes, there was a lot of men that were texting me, that were, you know, wanting to see me, messaging me, Facebooking me, DMing me.
It's because you're hot.
You were the one.
You're like top model hot.
Chose. But you were the one that I chose, not because you weren't doing anything. You were actually stepping up. And
I was doing the most.
I'm different. You were showing me that you're different, you're special, and like you're gonna do something for me that no other man has done. And you did do that, and I was blown away. We
are literally laying out the map of how to fuck this girl. Like, this is easy mode.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it is kind of funny, because it's like if he says no to this, like, you're saying no to probably getting laid at all ever. Or having it go well with like any woman.
In a way that feels good and it goes well and everyone's happy. Yeah.
That's true. So there's a lot of leverage. I hate to say it, but there's a lot of leverage with you, the woman, you know?
Yeah.
I'm still sitting here contributing to her.
Just me. I'm speaking for women all over the world. Like, what I'm saying right now is what like every woman says.
Yeah, you got a lot of power.
Even if they don't admit it, they are feeling it and they are thinking it. This is the truth about women. So
a lot of power. Maybe we should cut this clip and post it on Instagram or something.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Put on Legendary Lady. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. Legendary Lady too.
Yeah, so the women, the ball's in your court. You have all the power, and the guys, they need you. They need, we need the girls, and it's not the other way around. Sorry, it is the other way around if you want to talk about like labor or talk about like the masculine get from A to B kind of thing.
Right.
Men are really good at that. I mean, I hate to say it though, women can do it too though. I really don't think it's like the same thing. There's got to be something that men are good at. Hold on, let me think. What do you need from me?
Oh, I need your leadership skills. You're like, I'm gonna get this done.
Yeah, A to B.
I'm gonna take care of this. Let me handle it.
But what I wanted to say is women can do that.
Women can, but it doesn't. It's not women's natural state.
No.
It's not what they naturally want to do. Women, feminine energy naturally wants to receive. So unless you are a very masculine focused woman, you're not going to like that. And even if you are more on the masculine side energetically, you're still going to want to receive because you are like genetically a woman. If you have vagina, you still want that. Like, oh, I want you to take care of me.
Okay, so yes, I would agree. Because I'm a high testosterone male, I literally have the experience of I will fucking die if that's what it takes to get us from A to B. I will starve. I won't sleep.
I love that about you, Noe.
And that's the masculine. The feminine's like, no, I don't want to starve. I want to I want to eat.
Pampered. I want to like go get a facial. I want to, do all these microneedling things or whatever.
Facial.
My nails done. I want to be loved and I want to be my feminine self.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So looking for skills. Great. If that scares someone, then unfortunately, I guess they're just not.
That's what the beauty about it, though. The beauty about men and women joining forces is that, men, like we were just talking about, you have something that I don't have, that I don't naturally have. It comes naturally to you. It doesn't come naturally to me. I have things that come naturally to me that don't come naturally to you. So we come together with that.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying too, though, is,
that is the true definition of a power couple, is because they're taking their skills, their qualities, and they're putting them together. So they're like this planet. There's a ball of like amazingness, and people are blown away.
Okay, so specifically, what do you expect from a male if you're giving him sexual love, basically? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think you just what? Well, also, whatever, dude. Our main, I want to say as a side note, our main operation is going to be in New Zealand because that's it. I just can't stand the world right now. I'm sorry. I want to say I don't like the world right now. I don't like the way it works, and I don't like that I have to even say things like that. Because there's so many people that are like, that sounds like prostitution. Oh, that's illegal, which means it must be wrong. It's morally wrong, And man, we're just so fucked up.
In one country they'll say it's wrong. In another country they say no, it's not wrong. So it's like it's
legal versus illegal.
Yeah.
But like majority of people would unanimously vote that like the act of prostitution is immoral.
A lot of people think that, especially in like capitalist controlling countries.
I think it comes from, it comes from people who want to be in control and the idea of prostitution. So when you go outside of the institution of marriage, like you're kind of rebelling against the institution of marriage, and you're in the whole idea that you can own women as property, like I can put a ring on your finger and you're mine.
Yeah.
And you can only have sex with me and I'm providing for you.
Yeah.
It spits on all that.
It does. It's saying that doesn't matter, that doesn't hold up because people want to connect with people, men want to connect with women want to connect with men. So it just like shatters that whole thing about marriage and exclusiveness and this and that
The exclusivity.
control.
Yeah, we still think that being partnered is good because you need a stable household to raise kids.
That's important. It's important to have your own sanctuary, your own house with your life partner, person that you're spending your life with and you're having children with. You have your own space away from it, and you can go back there and do your thing like any other regular, standard couple would do. But then you can also have your relationships with other people too. Normal, right? We have friends, we have other people in our life.
So, are we done with this? I think we've said it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. We'll just leave it at that because honestly, they're probably gonna start asking questions. They're gonna go, well, I have some questions. What are we gonna do if they have questions? Because they probably are. Because he's probably gonna be like, "What do you mean by skills?" You know what I mean? That would make me nervous. I'm gonna be honest. If I was a guy, we're still stuck on this one sentence. That would make me nervous. Even I still am the man that I am today or whatever. I would still feel, but I'm confident in myself, and I'd be like, well, here are my skills. Oh, so then we got to have him just literally list what are his skills.
I think, but back then, wait, what are you doing? Back then, okay, let me get it. I gotta do it.
Jot form.
I'll fix it.
Jot form, right here.
Okay.
Can you put on the jot form the skills? Like list your skills, bro.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, list your skills.
List your info here. Wait, what?
No, that's if they have any references.
Oh, list your skills. Scene suggestions. Should we add another one then?
Yeah, add another one. So add a form element. This is a jot form tutorial, and then it's just like list your skills. So I don't know, some kind of
long text.
I don't know. Try. Yeah, just have them type all their skills right there. Yeah.
Wait.
Das gut. That's good. Anyway, so we wanted to show you guys this process we're doing because we really do believe that it's the appropriate way to meet, to almost guarantee your success with someone. That's that's what we believe.
Be more specific, because they might think skills. Oh, yeah, I'm really good at giving oral.
Yeah, we don't care about those skills. You don't care about that at all.
No.
You literally don't care.
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
I hate it.
I'm sorry, women are different than men in that way. We really are. Great, oral, cool. Like if I have nice oral experience, that's awesome. But it's not what I'm like. I'm not like trying to find that.
Right. So, okay, so please list what kind of skills are they? Are they like, what kind of skills are they? Job skills?
List your...
List your, well, I don't know, what kind of skills are they? Job skills? I don't know. What would maybe, well, okay, hold on. No. Maybe I know what we can do. Can you insert go up to the YouTube video? Go up to the YouTube video and then go up to you click on it.
This?
Yeah. And then go to the gear icon. Yep. Nope, don't do that. Go to the one above it. Dog. All right, you know what? Oh, let me do it. I'm gonna do it. Dog. So what we can do, let's just explain it, right? Just put one here. Explain it. So type it right here. Explain it, Just give them like a quick explanation. You're gonna tell them why you're asking that, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. No, like you're explaining to them why you're asking them that question. Yeah, that we're not gonna leave it like that because that's weird, but that's just for us. Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't it be?
Or maybe you end up explaining it No, before. Maybe you end up explaining it in the first video.
Yeah, they should watch the whole video. If they go down, if they ignore the video and then they go down to type this and they're just, oh, I'm really good at oral.
That's funny. Yeah. Then they didn't even watch the video.
Didn't watch the video. So we're
That's
like,
hilarious,
okay.
bro. That's really funny. Yeah, there's kind of a it's kind of filters through a lot of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So what else? Can you go back to Chrome? Chrome on my dome.
Heavy.
Chrome on my dome. That's really funny. What are you doing?
Microsoft dick.
Microsoft dick? Micro dick?
Bill Gates and his Microsoft dick.
Micro brick. Don't say that. Now the algorithm's gonna come after us.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's it. So now this is not a hookup scene. Okay, so you don't want people that don't care. That really pisses you off. What else really pisses you off?
What really pisses me off?
See, what else are you a no to? So far what we're a no to is that, well, I'm a no to people doing things that they don't really want to do. Like having a threesome with a couple, and you'd really just prefer if it was just with her, but you don't want me there, or vice versa.
You're kind of just doing it to appease.
I hate that so much. That makes me so upset when people do that.
You just really want me alone, and you want to take me away from Satya, and I'm just gonna do this just to pretend like I like this.
I really do, because you're wasting my time, you're wasting her time, and here's the deal: girls do it too. I've had girls do that to me. Yeah. Where they pretend to be okay with you, but they're really not. I'm like, listen, lady, you are wasting our time right now.
I'm wasting.
It's annoying. So yeah, let's get rid of that. And just people who do that. And then, so you don't like that. You don't like people who don't care. What else don't we like? What else has been, I hate to say it, but what else has been a problem with people in the past? We won't say names, but what else has been a problem?
Should I add something to that?
What?
Oh, no, we already wrote that down. What we just said about the whatever. Okay.
Let's pull from our past experiences. What has been the most so what you can do, folks, is you can learn by pulling from what has been the most painful experiences in your life with people recently.
Yep.
Come here. I'm not going to say her name, but you know, it's the older lady.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So with that person, what was the problem?
The problem was that she was not being vulnerable and honest. And I noticed I was being very open and vulnerable, and I was crying with her, sharing stories, but she wasn't sharing stories. She was just like, oh, yeah, it's like, but then all of a sudden, when I wasn't texting her back right away, you know, immediately. And then she blew up on me. Oh, I don't talk to people like that, you know.
Right.
She made up this whole story about like why that's not okay. Like, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not like, I don't.
Yeah, you didn't answer her for like a day.
Yeah.
Right.
And mind you, I'm not in a relationship.
You don't even answer me.
I don't even answer him. It takes me like days to even get to one of his messages.
I know. I get all insecure. Sometimes one time it took you like 3 days to answer me. I'm like, is this over? Are we done?
That's just me.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't prioritize text messages, and
well, that's true. You should say, no, really, you should say that, because people will take it as like, she doesn't like me.
Should that be under something? Or?
I think that's just kind of like a thing you should know about. Maybe make a new section and say like something you should know, like a totally new section, and say things you should know about Viola. Voila. 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 Isn't that the same way to spell voila?
So they shouldn't be texting me, just me, and to begin with. They're talking to both of us all the time. I don't know why you would need to send me a private message.
Well, but here's the thing, because I do think that it is hot. So like if it's you and a dude, and it's really like between, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess we could have a group. We could have a group sex chat and talk about, you know what I mean? There's group things about, you got to talk about logistical things, when and where, and what are we doing? And then I think it is also appropriate and it's fun to do sexting. It's like what leads up to the event is fun. I actually want to put it in the video and post it.
But you might be the one messaging them back because I suck at text messaging. So
What?
that's what it is. I don't sext. It's too much effort. I don't like it. I don't like sitting there like texting people. It's like my least favorite thing.
Oh, okay. She's
I
not gonna
hardly
say
even
sorry.
like emailing. The only time I email is because I'm meeting up with clients and it's my source of income. So I'll do it for that, but I won't do it just because I'm having fun. It's like it's not fun for me. Really
Yeah.
isn't. It's hard. I'll do it with you if I'm away or somewhere on a trip or something and I miss you.
I'll probably just say I miss your booty.
Yeah, we'll like do, but even in the past when I've been away and we message and you say something via text, I can't feel your emotion behind it. So oftentimes we start to argue, we get into an argument over text. I've noticed that like on several occasions. So it's like when we don't do that when we're in person, but all of a sudden over text we don't like, we can't translate the energy and the emotion behind it. So we like start bickering about things. That's another reason why I don't like text. Because when
Yeah, well,
you're
if something,
face to face with someone, you're probably not going to be bickering with them the whole time. But I notice it's very easy to do that over text.
okay, so you just don't want to text unless it's logistical, basically.
I just think it shows that, oh, I'm just available. I'm like here anytime you want.
That's true. You're really busy.
By my phone.
That's true.
Waiting for people to text me. No. I like text messages like, hey, I love you, thinking of you, heart. You know, that's like, I'll send my
And you
mom,
send
my
out-
dad.
You send out pics.
I do.
Yeah.
When?
You send out pics to your OnlyFans, guys.
Hardly. I hardly go and message on there. I haven't messaged anyone there in like weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll post on there, but I'm not good with the back and forth text thing.
All right. Then you should say that, yeah. Just say that straight up. Like, you do not like to text. Just straight up.
I don't see a purpose in it. That's it.
Okay. I like sexting, me personally. I like the idea of like fantasizing about it and being like getting all revved up. But I don't have to do it. I'm not attached to it.
Well, you guys can sex, but he's not gonna want to sex with you. He's gonna want to do it with me. But that also hits on a point that we made before. Is like this if he, this is very sensitive because we're involving sex and intimacy. So if he at all in his brain starts to get the idea of like, oh, it's just Viola and I now, like, ooh, you know, that can happen really, really easily when you're involving sex and like lust and all
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
It's really easy, especially with male-female dynamics, and then my partner, you'll start to probably feel like, oh, there's like this weird thing going on, this triangulation
Well,
thing.
Yeah, I was just saying your nerves and your brain are doing this. They're like, you're literally forming a bond with whoever you're talking to.
Yes.
So if people are missing, you're not forming the bond with them.
Yes. And so I don't even think I should write this down because this is just, neither one of us are going to do this.
No, but just write it.
Okay.
What do you want to say? Things you should know about us?
Us, yes. This
Okay,
is
us.
on
We just, text is strictly logistical.
Yes.
Great. Where, when, what's logistical? Where, when?
Yeah. Like where, when.
Yeah, that's great. That's good too. I love it.
Hey, if you wanna get sexy, like come here. Because we're supposed to be like
Oh,
showing people.
go back to Jotform because we do have to do this. Wait, title the document too so it doesn't delete its damn self.
Hey, wait, you're messing me up. Don't do that.
Man, I wish I had my buttons, dude. This thing's broke as a joke. So here, okay, good. Now go to job form. I want to know what he. Oh wait, that's in the scene suggestions. Never mind. Okay, the scene suggestions is basically the sexting. It's basically like, what do you want to do, bro? What you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Okay, cool. So you're a no to that stuff, and you're basically a no to texting. You basically is what you're a no to. So just put it in the things we're a no to. That would just make more sense, right? Okay, go. You're basically a no to texting. Okay, great, good. That's settled. Smooth. Okay. Yeah, I get pissy over text. I hate texting.
See, you do too.
I like sexting, but I don't like texting.
You like sexting with women. You're not going to be sexting with a guy, so
Yeah,
that
would be new.
Yeah, that's new. But we'll figure out. First, we're going to get a guy. We already know that it's going to be a guy, so it's like, let's just do this right now and then.
Yeah, maybe the universe will surprise us, but it's probably going to be a guy.
Yeah, when it comes to like, see, here's the thing. It's like with men, they naturally are competitive with each other.
There's a belief.
Yes, so
It's totally based on a belief.
so if he's just sexting me and then you're not in the sext, like it's gonna create, like we said before, the triangulation. There's gonna be he's gonna start to be competitive.
There you go. Triangulation. No triangulation. There you go. You nailed it. What time is it? Yo, it's 1 a.m. Oh, whatever. We don't go to bed until like 4. Yeah. Anyway, so so triangulation / competition, whatever. Competition. So please respect the establishment. Okay, basically, please respect people's relationship agreements or whatever you want to. Just respect what's going on here. Don't think you're coming in here and trying to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what's going on is what's going on. We're not doing some revolutionary war shit over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is good because the text thing too is good because this motivates you, the man that's gonna do this, to like, I want sexting. It's like, we'll let us help you find a woman and you can sex with her.
So things that we're a yes to would be to. Oh, you didn't write that yet. Okay, so let's just. Maybe you can write things that were, oh boy, the things that we're a yes to, and then say helping you find a partner. Press 1. Obviously we're going to do it through Royalist, though. I'm not going to go out of my way and we're going to do it in private. Like, it's going to be on video and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all on video. All on video. Oh, that's another thing we're a no to, doing things off of video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because we're trying to build a life here. So, in a business and stuff. So, doing things off video. Is it worth it now, folks? Is it worth it now? It's starting to feel like a fair deal, doesn't it? At first it's like they found this unicorn, like, oh my god, there's this couple and this super hot model girl who's gonna like bang me. And then they start being like, oh shit, that's it kinda evens it out, doesn't it?
What are you still discussing?
Or just, I would say basically doing things, like doing anything. Oh, doing / discussing.
Yeah.
I think it's DISCUSS.
That's what I thought. Now it's saying
No, it's ignore. Just ignore it.
Okay.
So doing discussing, maybe not discussing. I don't know, because that feels like that might get
No, it is important.
So every time we speak, it's got to be on video. That is true. It needs to be recorded in
It's
some way.
recorded. If it's not being recorded with a voice recorder, it's being filmed.
That's really funny. That would actually be really funny if women implemented that rule with men, like in general. That would be really funny.
Yeah, that would be funny.
And they can. This is the thing too. Like you girls have so much
Women
power.
Have so much power, and they don't even realize they have power. It's crazy. How come this isn't working?
I don't know, cause these wires suck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, women, you have so much power because you are the yummy, delicious dessert.
You're the whole point.
The whole point.
You're the whole point of the man's life. And if he doesn't admit that, he's some MGTOW idiot.
What's a MGTOW?
Men going their own way.
Oh.
He's a fool, okay? He's a fool. So just forget it. Women are the whole point.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it, man. I've been down that path, okay? I did the MGTOW, okay? I did the whole thing. I was doing the no-fap, go your own way thing. I did the pickup thing. I did all the things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to run away from it anymore. The truth. You know? The truth is painful at first when you've been running away from it your whole life. But once you really face it, you're like, I'm ready, sir. Anyway.
Okay, what are we yes to? So don't do things you don't want to do.
No, that's not what we're yes to. That's weird. What we were just saying?
that came from this one. Sorry. That was no.
You've migrated you way off screen.
Is what we're no. Because I have to go like this.
Oh.
This is the thing. And then this doesn't come. It's like always getting stuck on here.
Oh god. What are we a yes to? I think I thought I just said, well, we're a no to discussing things like, oh, we're a yes to finding you a partner.
Yes.
So but you know, as long as it's on video, basically.
Do we have to really say that?
No.
It's on video. Okay.
No.
What is up with this? What? No.
Just forget it. Yeah. To finding you a partner if you need one. Maybe they have a partner. Maybe it's a couple that I don't know. You know. But then if it's a couple, then they're still gonna want to find new people. Like so it's always a thing. You know, whatever.
But they have us, so it's like, well, okay, whatever. But it is different when it's a couple because they have each other. That's their primary thing. That's important. It's different when it's just a lover, extra person. In
Oh,
life.
one person on YouTube was bitching about polyamory, and they were saying that they're like primary, secondary. It's all bullshit. Everybody takes away from everybody's relationship. Like the way it actually ends up working is like, oh, I almost just said someone's name that I shouldn't say. Crap, I can't say people's names. If there's like the primary relationship and then there's like a secondary partner, but the secondary partner just ends up getting equally, if not more attention than it ends up kind of breaking down or they start complaining. But we kind of limit that with what we're saying. I think we've limited that, right?
Yeah.
The whole complaining thing.
Of course, because if their secondary partner doesn't have a primary partner in their life, of course they're gonna naturally want to attach to your partner.
Helping you process your emotions.
Yeah. Emotions. Emo.
We can do that, right?
Yep.
So are we a yes to helping them process their emotions?
Yeah.
Or supporting you in you processing your emotions.
Supporting you in processing emotions.
Because here's the thing, like say we're doing it with someone, right, and then they get, obviously they're going to get attached, they feel a bond, and I predict that thing is going to come up of like, I really wish that I could have what they have with each other, and I'm sad now. I feel really sad.
Yeah.
So what do you do what do? Now they feel sad. And it's what you do is you find them a partner. But do we meet about that and cry, like let them cry, or talk about it and we record it? But we should record it too. I think we should record it because wouldn't that be so great if we had someone being vulnerable, especially if it's a man? And now there's live video footage of them being vulnerable. What all the women are going to melt. They're going to be like, I want to go.
Yeah, now
Wouldn't they?
be like, wow, a man's not screaming and punching his fist through the wall. He's actually feeling and crying like, I want to be I want to be there. That's sexy. That's like powerful when a guy can be strong, but he can also feel his emotions too.
Yeah, it's a huge turn on you. So that'd be a good idea. Yeah. So processing emotions.
Well,
That's a good
he
idea.
already agreed to being on camera with everything. So if he's gonna do this, so it's gonna be on camera.
I'm just trying to think, how would we do that? Because I'm like, are we going to do like a Zoom call? Or is he going to come over? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I guess it depends. It depends because if
Maybe we don't need to do that. Maybe that's ridiculous.
what?
Because okay, so here's the thing. Like, if they're not here and they're really feeling like, I'm really feeling like emotional right now, I think it should be okay for them to text and be like, I'm feeling very emotional.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be like strictly logistical. Like, it's okay if they're like, I'm crying
Yeah.
because I'm lonely. And you guys have helped me realize how lonely I am.
Well, send an email. I like email. I like no text. No text, because when you text, there's an expectation that someone needs to respond immediately.
Okay, so maybe write that. Right, please send an email.
Communicate via email.
Well,
No, not everything, but like if you
can you do it in parentheses on number 2?
Oh.
Because we're saying we'll support you in processing emotions, but please communicate that through email. Yeah.
Well, why are we saying that we're only going to help them process emotions over email? Because that would be stupid too.
No. No, we're just saying like,
Can we just
if you need to tell us like, hey, I'm crying on my couch with ice cream right now, they can say that.
Okay, I think this should be number 3 because it's like communicating, reaching out for help. How about that?
Yeah, like if you need help, if it's like a Mayday situation, we're a yes to reaching out for support or help.
I'm not going to even have our numbers. So yes, it's going to be email. We don't need to write you communicate with us via email. It's like, but that's all you're going to have. It's going to be the email. So
Yeah, but so these are the things we're agreeing to when we're agreeing to getting into, people's business,
right.
the emotional part.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We have to be like, do we want to do this? Is that what we want to do? Yeah.
Yep.
You do?
Well, to a degree, I'm not gonna, stop my entire life. Oh man, I'm dying on the, unless they're like about to commit suicide, then I'm gonna be like, well, we should probably help them. But I doubt that's gonna happen. It would probably be just say like, hey, I'd like to see you again. And to a degree, like if we're available, yes, we'll do it. But if we're not, then we're not available. It comes to an extent of like, okay, are they reaching out to us every day? They're like, hey, I need help every day.
yeah, I don't know. I guess there needs to be some sort of limit on how much support.
Within limit, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same, honestly, it's really the same thing as a coaching relationship with somebody. So, you know, what the coaches do is they're like, I will talk to you on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon.
Yeah.
Or you can Vox me. You can Vox me, but I'm only going to check the boxes on these days. So, actually, we do need to do that. Instead of yelling at them about killing themselves, what would be better is if we just had a schedule as to when we check messages.
Yeah.
And we just communicate that schedule instead of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's come up too. We actually received training on that from the whole ClickFunnels training and stuff. Remember
Right.
that we need to do that, and I think we should use Voxer because I like Voxer.
Okay, yes to Voxer and email. How about that?
But so we need to have like a schedule though. Like I'm gonna check
Respond within schedule time.
some sort of routine. Oh no, we can think about it. It's fine. We can think about it and whatever. But it's important for them to know, like, okay, I can sit here and I can message you guys and be like, I'm eating Haagen-Dazs and, you know, watching Grey's Anatomy. What do they watch? The Notebook. But we're probably not going to listen to that until a certain day or something, you know. You really have to do it. No, because this is the problem. And even if we weren't banging people, this is literally the problem with communicating and working with people.
Yeah, because if anyone starts to feel like, oh, this is becoming a personal relationship now, they're going to start to take advantage of that. And they go, oh, now I can message anytime I want. Oh, they're going to respond any time of the day, in the middle of the night.
So what is your schedule?
Then people start to
okay, my schedule.
People start to get resentful.
My schedule is going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays from noon to 1. I will check the messages.
Okay. Wait,
can you write that?
But
no, they do need to know it. They need to know what the schedule is.
But do they need to know this in this form, or is this like a whole nother thing? Because this is like an invitation video. Like, is it necessary to do all of that in this video?
I mean, but see, here's the thing. I don't think they should come meet us if they're not a yes to the way we're running things.
Okay. All right, fine.
They need to know, like, this is what it is. Like, we're crazy. We're doing this whole thing. We're taking it serious, you know?
I'm going to write that here is like...
Can you write Tuesdays and Thursdays from noon to 1?
Okay, this is both of us then, because we're going to both do it on...
I know. You have a huge problem with schedules. I already know. This is the thing about you. You don't like schedules.
We're going to do it on the same day so that you will motivate me to do it with you. Because if you're like, hey, let's do the email in Voxer today. And so we'll sit down and we'll do the thing together.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. It's a problem. Schedules are a problem for us. We're both air signs or whatever. We're both a forest fire when it comes to schedules. Tuesday and Thursday from noon to 1 p.m.
Tuesday and Thursday.
From noon to 1 p.m.
Noon to...
Yeah, because really, because our life plan 5 years in the future from now is we have like 100 people who are voxing us.
Right.
So we need to be able to like go like this with people.
Yeah.
That's how you serve people. And we learned that from like very high level coaching.
Yeah.
People who serve a lot of people. You know, they're like helping out the world and they have a lot of like connections.
Right.
Yeah, so our time, we need to find ways to maximize our time. Basically. Yeah. And we're not charging for this. We're not charging for this. So
No.
So yeah. Well, I don't know, because I just believe something else. That's what I believe something else right now. That I not only do we not need to charge for it right now, but I don't think we should.
Right.
I think it just literally should be done out of because we care and we love and we want to love people.
Yeah.
Just that's it. You know, really, just building a network of people. I really think it will. I think it will come back.
Mhm.
It will grow into whatever tree it needs to grow into.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I don't want to just be like demanding shit from people.
Yeah.
Because that's not why I'm. That's not what I'm in it for. I want to. I want to have love with people.
Mhm.
I really don't care about the money. The money is just a necessity.
It's a byproduct.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
I think this is pretty good so far.
well, let's hold on. Let's keep going through all the things that were a huge deal breaker for us. So there was one of your clients who basically was just triangulating, but we already said that. Don't do that. Yeah, that sucked. He's being competitive. Then that person who blew up about you texting or not texting, we talked about that. And then we talked about using people just and lying to them about what you're going to do, but then you don't do it. We didn't write that. That's a good one. How about that?
What?
What we're a no to would be to basically not sticking to your word. I'm actually a no to that. I'm a no to the whole I'm going to change my mind last second thing. I'm a no. You can change your mind, that's fine, but you know, it might be over. That's all. If it was a big thing that you changed your mind about, I might be like, I can't trust you. I'm sorry. I've been used and abused, folks. That was a big one for me. Yeah, so wow, that's like a huge one. What's another one? Anything else that's like a big deal?
A big deal. Yeah. Saying you're gonna. I just had this experience a couple weeks ago. Like, we're meeting here at this time. Then the person is 2 hours late. 2 hours. It was like going past 2 hours. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I've been sitting here on the
Being late.
blanket for 2 hours waiting. And I drove all the way 2 hours away. I drove 2 hours away to make it more convenient for her. And she was still 2 hours late when it was only 30 minutes drive for her. So it was just, that was like unacceptable. And I even paid her for her time to come do this interview thing with me too.
This is a healing video for us, folks. We're currently we're healing.
So yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem when someone's extremely late. If you're like 15 minutes late, acceptable, that's fine. 2 hours late? No, because now our whole day is jacked up.
Can you write that? Okay. Just being late. We're no to being late. Just don't be late. Yeah, or being unreasonably late. What's that? 30 minutes plus? An hour plus? What do you think? Well, you said if she's not here in an hour and a half, like I'm leaving. That's what you said.
I think that's too long. I was being too nice. I would say like anything over 30 minutes.
Okay.
Like
All right, 30.
anything past 30 minutes.
Okay, so what's the rule though? We gotta see. Here's the thing too. We gotta have a rule, and I would say, ladies out there, and just anyone, just men, anybody, you gotta have a rule, and you have to stick to it. So let's say they do the things because it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. Okay, but we need to have a rule. Like, is there a 3-strike rule? And then it's like you're done. We're out. Just letting you know, we're not gonna talk to you anymore.
Yeah, if they keep doing this, it's obviously a sign that they're not committed. They don't care. It's not on their priority list. It's not important to them. Either that or they're like, they're not telling the truth. You know, if they're consistently late, but they're saying they really want to do this, it's like their words aren't matching up with their actions.
Yeah, they gotta go. That's it. Yeah, don't waste time.
So it's maybe like saying words that don't match up to action, or I guess that's this. That's not
Yeah. No, all we gotta say is that what's the rule? Do we have a 3-strike rule? That's like a common thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't a
This is
number.
whole nother-
Just put it under, yeah. Like we just have a 3 strike rule. So if you're 2-3 hours late 3 times, it's like that's it. Thank you, wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's enough. Strict.
Strike.
We have a 3 strike rule, so it means. So that means
Yep.
Uh, unbold it.
No, I want it bold.
Okay. So that just means if this means if 3 no acts are committed, it is a deal breaker for us. I guess the being late one, obviously, if there was some sort of act of God, like an earthquake, you know. The being late one, that's a little bit, that might get a little bit strict. You know, what if they're 30, 45 minutes late 3 times? And that's over the course of like 3 years. They were late 3 times over the course of like 3 years.
No, that's fine. So I guess we just have to
Yeah,
be...
that's not a deal breaker.
No.
No.
Well, so 3 strike rule within what? Like what kind of time frame, I guess?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's within a time frame. Like maybe it's within like a 30-day period. Like if 3 no acts are committed within a 30-day period, like then it shows us you clearly don't care.
What? Oh wait, what? If 3...
No, you already wrote that.
Oh.
This means that if 3 no acts are committed within a 30-day period. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think that would clearly communicate that this person doesn't care?
Yes, that would very clearly communicate this.
Yeah.
And that's being nice, because like 30 days, that's like a whole month of like not caring. So
yeah, I would say if someone shows up 2 hours late 3 days within a month of you hanging out, you probably only hung out like 4 times in the month. So that means like 3 out of those 4 times they weren't on time. They were severely off time. It's like, okay.
And if after the first time or even the second time they don't like change that behavior, then it's like, okay.
Take notes, ladies.
Yeah.
This is gold.
Yep.
Anyway, and whatever, take notes, guys, too. It's not a gender thing or a sex thing. It's a people thing. Okay, cool. Cool beans, bruh.
So this applies. So if they're triangulating and competing on 3 occasions, they can get away with it on 3 occasions.
Well, so okay, but well, yeah, because your client who is constantly competing with me, like we picked up on shit, he would say every day.
Yeah.
He would say another thing that was competitive with me. I'm like, okay, and I let it go, and then he did it again.
If we call it out and say, hey, we noticed that this is happening, and then you still don't change it, then yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, so if we notice something that's triangulating, like what your client did, was he in a very condescending way was like, what is he doing? How is he contributing? But it was clearly a very condescending tone. He was trying to put me down.
He didn't say it to you. He said it to me, which is even worse.
He's like, how is your boyfriend contributing? Like, it really douche way. And so what you do there, obviously, is you sit the guy down and you're like, hey, what was that? Like, let's figure that out, And if it leads to a big explosion, he like explodes about it, then he's gone. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, like in that moment, I should have went and got you, and I said, "All right, let's all talk about this," because he just said
something weird.
Doing so, I'm gonna bring you over here, and you guys can like talk about it, because clearly he wanted to talk to you, because how am I supposed to answer a question for someone?
He didn't want to talk to me though.
Exactly.
He was being manipulative.
He was trying to triangulate, so we knew that right away.
Yeah. So no, we need to just say that. Like, hey, that what you just did is triangulation. So let me tell you about what triangulation is.
Yeah.
But we actually already told them because they watched the video that we were going to make.
Right.
And we'll just remind them like, hey, that what you just said, just letting you know that was a triangulation. So just letting you know, it's cool. It's fine. We understand people slip up. It's all good. But if you do it 2 more times, it's not okay. Just letting you know. Within a 30-day period. So don't do that. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Cause then I don't gotta get angry. I don't gotta get mad. Why do I gotta get mad? You know what I mean? Like if someone says something douchey to me,
Right.
it's triangulating. I can just be like, oh no, don't worry, man. It's all good. I do it sometimes too. Don't worry.
Right.
You know, you don't have to get mad. It's actually good. It leaves a lot of buffer room because there's 2 ways they can react. One is they can get upset that I called it out, and then you know, like, okay, this is a dangerous person. Oops. And then they can also just be like, oh yeah, my bad, sorry. Or, you know, there's a third option too, which is when I guess that's actually the first option. If he's like, that wasn't triangulating, and he starts an argument, you know. And it's like, oh god, we got one of these people here.
So I'm writing, we will try to work through these issues as they arise, however, what should I say? I'm just trying to write what you just said. Like, we're gonna try to work through, there's 3 strikes, there's the 3 strike rule, but we'll try to work through the issues as they arise.
Yeah,
But if
we'll call them out. I don't know if we're gonna work through them. I'm not working through them.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna call it out.
We'll call these strikes out.
Strix.
God.
So, yeah.
And if there is no
Do you need food or something? Do you need food or something? Yeah, because you're getting a little bit cranky, dear.
Strikes out, and if there's no resolution.
What do you want for food? Eat lunch. Do we even have food? I have no idea what to make.
I don't know. Actually, no, I do have. I have a wrap.
Oh yeah, you have a huge wrap. Actually, yeah.
Cost $20.
Like a $20 wrap. She gets hangry, just so you guys know. And she'll get like vicious if she starts getting too hungry. It's crazy. So I don't get like that. I'm just like, well, you know. But she has a pancreas thing. Whatever. Oh, that's one thing they should know about you. No, this is good.
See this?
No, this is, you should write this. They need to know about,
What is their goal?
they need to know about your health condition that you need to eat because you have a pancreatic thing. And if you don't, you will literally turn into a vicious monster. Because they'll take it personal and they'll think like all of a sudden you don't like them. Because I take it personal all the time. But I'm like, wait a minute, she's probably just hungry. So, things you should know about Viola. That is true. They should know this about you. So let's see, copy. That's what's good about streaming too. Is there's no rules of streaming. You can you can take a poop on stream. Okay. Probably not. You might get booted off YouTube, but so something you should know about Viola. Viola, can I eat stuff in there? Is that food for me?
Yeah, it is. It's vegan. There's no dairy.
Voila. Would be has a pancreatic condition that makes her very hangry. If she runs out of food. If she goes without eating for too long. Where's the music? We need to play music. I wish I had the I'm talking. Excuse me. Let us see. Let us. Moonlight baby. Oh, I hear it. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear this? I think you can.
I don't hear it.
Oh, you know what? Y'all can't hear this. You can now, though. Audio output capture, that's why.
That's kind of sad.
You want something happier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I just got a call. Let me just do this.
Sounds like makes me feel very hollow.
I am very hollow. I told you I have a huge hole in me that needs to be filled.
Love me.
I think we all do. That's the point. That's the whole being human thing. And I don't want to hear it about just meditate and find God. I think we're supposed to find God through each other, is what I think, actually. Sorry. And like, we're not supposed to fight wars and stuff, but whatever. That's just my opinion.
Hey, Hannah. Weird.
See, now she's, look at this. Now she's high. See, now you're high. You were literally getting like rageful.
Yeah, I felt it. I was like, oh.
And now you're like literally high and giggly. It's really funny. That's really
My
funny.
blood sugar gets low. It drops really low, and I start to get dizzy, and I can't like function. So I start to get anxious and snappy.
Yeah. I don't know how to do these settings for the audio output. Do you guys know how to do this? Is it filters? Audio monitor. Oh, see, I did some whole thing. Oh no, and I can't. Can I copy it? We're trying. Copy it over here. Oh god, it's the whole thing. Paste. I just put the music so they can hear the music now. I hope so. Well, let's see. How does it sound on here? How does it sound, baby? Oh, we're DJing now. Son, the party started. You're funny there. You're like, I feel hollow. Well, the song's called Moonlight. It's a song about yearning. I'm yearning for more.
I can feel that when I listen to it. It's like, oh, I don't have it.
But you're like inundated with men all the time, so you're not yearning.
I am yearning for connection, like real, because my clients, they're clients. They're not, I mean, yeah, it might fill the void of like seeing people and touching them and stuff face to face, but you know, it's not sustainable because it's not a real, you know, thing. So there are times where I get sad. I'm like, wow, this is depressing.
Right.
It's depressing that so difficult for people to love and care.
Yep. Do you think the music's too loud?
Oh, no, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Alright, go to the bathroom. I'm gonna keep checking the music. We're gonna get this done, folks. We gotta go to bed soon. Alright. Is this too jamming? How can you not like this music? Alright, I don't think it's, is it so loud that it's annoying or no? It's a little bit loud, I'll turn it up. Yeah, that's better. That's more chill. And then you can hear us. All right, so let's see what we can get done. Do you want to put on a happier song?
No, this one's fine.
Oh, okay. The other one was like too much.
Yeah, this one's more like this.
That was like, please, I need you.
Yeah, this one's like, I'm dying in a cave. Come save me. It's got a mood, you know, you gotta be in the mood for it. I usually want to be in the mood for like an upbeat.
Yeah. You were listening to straight up like some kind of 40s music or something earlier.
Oh yeah, it was instrumental 1960s and 70s music. Yeah, it's like I love listening to it in the car because it makes the car ride feel like silly. It's like so like you look at all the cars and just makes everything look more fun.
Kind of like being on acid.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
For me. See, I never would have thought though to do that. Like, I just never would have thought, oh, if you play instrumental 60s music, like it makes everything seem more fun.
Yeah, it seems like some kind of like movie or something. I don't know. Yeah, let's give off a vibe. Yep.
You like when things are silly and fun.
Yeah, I definitely like that more so. Because, I mean, I had a hard life growing up. I was like around a lot of violence, so feeling sad is not what I want to feel. I want to feel good and happy and excited. I also have anxiety, so I have an issue with like panic attacks and stuff like that. So if I get too sad, I can start panicking and my anxiety gets...
Can you write these things down? You just said 3 really important things. So the first one was just write anxiety. Just write anxiety because I'm going to forget. Anxiety. Oh, the next one is 60s music, 60s instrumental music.
Well, I like a lot of instrumental music because I like to have my own thoughts. So if I listen to too much music that has words to it, I start to like become that person like singing, and I don't want to always be like, I'm a very
empathic.
I'm very empathic.
Write that. Empathic. And then, but you just said you like to listen to 60s and instrumental music, different eclectic instrumental music, like 60s instrumental music. It's good to know. It's good to know. Oh, it's good to know.
Different. Instrumental music.
And it's good to know that you struggle with anxiety, because if you so happen to go into a panic attack in the middle of us doing something, it won't be a surprise to them.
Yeah, I probably won't. It usually... I only get panic attacks when I feel like really, really, really overwhelmed and like nobody's listening to me. Because when
Can you write
when
that?
you've done that before, like you've kind of been like hard-headed before, and I felt like you weren't listening and caring about me, then I start to panic and like I start shaking and I like get on the ground and my whole body convulses. I've done that before. Yeah. And I just want to like throw things and like scream and and cry. It's a terrible feeling. One time I thought one time a long time ago I had an anxiety attack. Remember when we lived in the other place?
Mm.
And I was shaking. I thought I was dying. I was like, I think I'm like my heart is
Yeah, you thought you were dying.
I felt I was I didn't think I was dying. I thought I was gonna pass out. I was like, I feel so dizzy, and I was like, please help. And you're like, you were mad at me for something, like, and you didn't help. So I was like, I started panicking even more. That was bad, Lovey.
Oh.
But you're not a bad man.
Oh.
You just were in your own process.
Oh. Yeah, we had a rough start.
Yeah.
We did not have a start like this. Our start was like throwing paint at the wall. It was the messiest start ever. I'm surprised that we made it out of the start of our relationship. Honest to God. I ended up in the hospital. I was in the ER at the start of our relationship because of how stressful it was. Just our whole life situation at the time was like... But we did it, and we learned a lot. That's why we're hardcore now, and like we have all these tips, you know, and tricks on life and how to do it better and how to not end up in the friggin' ER. So anyway, so yeah, you're very empathic and sensitive to other people. So what does that mean though? Why should they know that? Because you struggle with it. It's something you actually struggle with.
So like my fear is that if I write this down, they're gonna like, ooh, now I know her weaknesses. This is like I can like conniving people will be like, I know where to make her fail.
That's fucked up.
People are malicious out there sometimes.
But if they were that malicious, do you think that they would tolerate like going through all this?
No, probably not.
I feel like malicious people don't have the steam to do this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe there's some like really highly calculated malicious people out there. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I feel like no. I feel like it's unlikely. Sorry, you're chewing.
I like different genres of instrumental music because it helps me relax, which helps me with my anxiety. I don't listen to this music a whole lot because it does kind of make me feel anxious.
All right. Change it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I want you to feel
No,
good.
It's fine now. When I'm with someone, it's okay. But if I'm sitting here by myself, I'm probably not going to listen to this music. It's too, like, atmospheric. I'm like... It makes me feel like I'm on drugs. And, like... I don't want to feel like that when I'm alone because I would never be alone on drugs because it would make me feel anxious. So it's like if I'm feeling anxious from the music, it reenacts that kind of experience of being induced.
Yeah, because you were highly traumatized growing up with guns and shit. Like adults were shooting guns and murdering each other.
Yeah, there was murders and people in my family members got killed and stuff. So there was a lot of alcohol and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yes. Well, that's another thing. I don't like being around people that drink alcohol.
That's good to know. You despise it, yeah. You literally despise alcohol. So don't I, because some folks that I grew up with. I'm gonna say it, my mom's an alcoholic, bro. Okay,
Getting drunk. Okay, it's fine if you have like a glass of wine.
responsible.
Responsible, like getting drunk. Okay, let's see.
Like a glass. A glass is fine. A glass, you know. I'm not gonna drink the
Getting
glass though.
drunk. Okay, you could. I'm not saying don't drink alcohol. That's fine. Don't get drunk. Like drunk is different than drinking alcohol. Drunk is like you can't function anymore.
And also though, you don't need a glass of wine. We don't need a glass of wine whenever we're together, you know.
Yeah.
That's like it's fine if we go out and have a glass of wine, but it's, you know what I mean.
Mhm. Yeah.
You get into
I've been there. I've been there. I've done that. I used to go out. I used to get drunk. I used to barf everywhere. I used to be stupid. I just don't do that anymore, and I chose to not do that. So I don't want to be around people that are doing that.
Yep. Cool. That's good to know. Different genres of instrument. Can you put in parentheses and say like 60s, 70s, 40s, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, because it's like really eclectic, eccentric kind of music. What's the word? Is it unique? Unique way. You feel better after the sandwich? We can play some Hawaiian music. That's fine if you want. I'm just feeling kind of spacey and jammy right now.
That's fine. It's good. It's good for what we're doing right now.
Cause look at this. It's like we got like the freaking spaceship right here. It's like lighting up back. We're some rave right now. It's like some weird.
I love instrument. I love electronic music. I loved it since I was a teenager, since I was little. But there's some electronic music, it has a different feeling to it. There's some that makes you feel like more like low and like, ooh.
Yeah.
And there's some that makes you feel really energized. Like this one doesn't make me feel energized.
So then maybe say,
Makes me feel spacey.
oops. Maybe say at the end, electronic. So yeah, you have a pancreatic condition that makes you hangry. You have anxiety, and I get panic attacks when I feel too overwhelmed. So they know like that happens, and it means everybody needs to slow down and pay attention is what it means. Really, I think it's not really a problem. It's actually like a superpower kind of.
What is?
Your panic attacks,
Oh,
because it's an alert. It's like, hey, everybody,
yeah.
pay attention. You're you know.
I can't eat sugar. People are so shocked when I say that. That's actually another reason why I don't drink alcohol too, because I get really bad yeast infections because alcohol has sugar in it. Alcohol irritates me, and then any beverages with alcohol, mixed drinks and stuff, they have sugar in them, so I get breakouts, I get yeast infections.
Alright, cool. So can you write, instead of saying I have anxiety and it shows up, can you say I have anxiety and I get panic attacks when I feel, change the shows up to like, and I get panic
And
attacks.
I can get yeah.
Cool. Those are good things to know. Yep.
What about you? What are some things to know about you?
I'm a jerk. I'm an asshole. I don't know. What do you think? What are things about me that they should know? Otherwise, they're gonna think like something bad. Like the hangry thing with you. Like if people don't know that about you, they're like, is she a bitch? Did I do something wrong? Like what's going on? It's like, no, she's just hungry. So what's something about me where like if they didn't know that, they might think that I'm just a jerk.
you're just you're sensitive to people too. You're very empathic and sensitive.
Yeah. But how does that make me a jerk?
Well, because you usually express that sensitivity with like being angry. Yeah.
Well, look, can I come up with an example?
I am very empathic and sensitive to others' energy. Okay.
Huh? No. No, they just all sound the same.
Oh.
No, but you said they might think that I'm a jerk because I get mad or something. Can you come with what's the example of what you're talking about? When was the last time that happened?
Well, let's see.
Here, I'm gonna leave this here. Or can you tell them? You write things down about me.
I'm trying to think when that happened.
Oh crap.
Well, you're just sensitive. I think really, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. I think you're sensitive with.
Oh man. With what? With what?
People like don't want to do something. I don't know. I'm trying to explain it in a way that makes sense.
Maybe it's just that I'm a jerk.
That you're a jerk.
Yeah.
No, you're not. When people are being dishonest. Yeah, when people are not being honest, Satya will get upset. He'll get upset. And just sensitive about it. He'll really get upset if he feels like you don't care. And not caring about others' feelings. And being discluded. Is that a word? Discluded? Being discluded. When people are being dishonest and discluding. Secretive. Okay. Yeah, so my natural thing when I feel I have a tendency to cry. Let me write this. I have a tendency to cry. Oops. When I feel this connection between myself
jerk. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. I know. Yeah, this chair is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here, you hold it.
What's up?
Smell that herb.
What? Oh man.
Okay.
Monitors don't work.
So I put for you that you are very empathic and sensitive to others' energy. When people are being secretive, dishonest, and discluding.
That's what it is, yeah.
Wait, this is spelled wrong. Discluding. Okay.
Yeah, so for me, oh man, I don't like this. Hey. So for me, yeah, I can tell when people aren't being honest. That's the thing. So I guess what it really is just be honest. That's it, you know. Just I don't think that's a thing they should know. Like basically, because what we're saying is when you say I'm empathic and sensitive to your energy, it basically means like I'm pretty good at detecting when people are lying or withholding information, and that is something that's a pet peeve of mine.
Okay. You want
And that has happened quite a bit, but I also understand though, if somebody has a boundary, you just don't want to you don't need to tell people everything. You know, if you have something that you just don't want to share it, you know, because it's like they don't have to say everything, you know. So I'm not even sure what we're really talking about. You're pulling from some experience in the past. I'm not sure which one you're pulling from. Yeah. I get angry a lot though. That is true. I get pissed like multiple times a day. That's like my default response. I mean, meet my mom. Honest to God. What you really have to do is you really have to meet my mom, because then you'll really understand me more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all the people who get triggered about me being like reactive to things, just need to meet my mom. And I'm working on it, okay?
So is that something that you should write down or no?
Things you should know about Satya. He's very explosive with his energy. Or something. You know, like some kind of word that's like, I'm intense. Sorry. He can be very explosive with his energy. Maybe not explosive, because that sounds like someone's gonna die or get hurt.
Very...
I don't... need a softer word. Outgoing.
Yeah.
Satya can be
Very loud.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how most people perceive me. Because a lot of people, they don't like it. I've gotten that feedback from a lot of people. They like their immediate thing for me is that like they don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it takes people all like a while to get used to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we have to say that? Just write it down, whatever. Just whatever, write it down. We're brainstorming.
Can be very outgoing.
Brainstorm, it's a creative process. You can't say no during a creative process. You have to say yes. That's the whole creative process.
Energy with his energy.
Unless you're having sex, then say no if you want.
Be very outgoing with your voice.
Yeah, sure. Just yeah, outgoing in quotes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's good. I don't know, anything else? Maybe it'll come up. I don't know, we can write it.
Well, what? I said, is there any sort of like...
Do I have any conditions?
Yeah, you do. You have a heart.
Yeah, but it doesn't bother me. What, just in case I drop dead from a heart attack?
What?
No, my heart's fine. I got it checked out. They said it's fine.
I'm like a boy candy.
No, she said it's fine. She said my heart, it looks
Boy
my heart
candy.
looks completely normal for someone my age. That's what she said. She said it does have negligible regurgitation in the mitral valve, but she said it's like really nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry, Larry.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what she said. So she said come back to me next year. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Like next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like come back to me in a year. I will see then. Yeah.
Listen. Like my head fits perfectly in there. My forehead. I was like, oh, when we have a baby, it'll be so cute for the baby's head. And you're
Is that it?
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't even think. What's funny is I don't think they just heard anything that you said
Oh,
because I wasn't going like this.
oops. I said that you have a heart cave. You have an indented chest. I don't know what it's called. What's it called?
I don't know. I forget.
It's like normally.
Pectus excavatum or something.
Yeah.
Some Harry Potter spell.
Yeah. It's your superpower. You just have a deeper heart.
Yeah. Well, that actually reminds me. One of the things that's been hard for me, I guess it's mostly with women though,
Oh my God.
is that, well, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm very intense with my energy. That's what it is. But with women, like in the heart way, you know, you come at them with a lot of heart stuff, and I've had that be a weird thing. You gotta really want it. You gotta be the kind of person who you want that.
Special person.
That's good to know. That's actually good to know. I will write it down, yeah. Because I is the way I is.
What am I writing?
That I have very intense heart energy.
I have very intense heart energy. Very intense. Can go with the song.
I feel like I want to talk in a German voice though. We like du hast.
I can
Okay.
have very intense heart energy. Okay.
Streamers are weird, huh? You guys are so weird. They will literally do this all day.
I don't know. My butt hurts, like, and I've just been here for, an hour and a half or something.
Yeah.
What do they do?
But I think we actually got a ton done. That's what's fun. Maybe this is how streaming started.
Maybe.
People were like, I'm just gonna let you in on my work process or something, so they can like multitask. That'd be weird. Like
Yeah, 'cause
the guys who just sit there and do this.
With people, sometimes people work better when they like have other people around, and it's hard for them to work. I'm that way. It's hard for me to work on things being alone.
Yep.
Like just having the presence of someone else in the room, even if it's like on the camera, that helps.
Yeah.
Because normally I'm very ADHD. So, you know about that. I have to be like working out or cleaning like when we're doing this, when we're not live streaming. Yeah. I would not be sitting here this long if we weren't on live.
That probably means we should take a break. Do you want to take a break?
Well, I think after we're done with this, I think we should be done. Because I do
Okay.
stuff.
Oh, when we're done with my stuff?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I cannot think of a thing right now.
You have a gluten allergy.
Yeah,
So maybe if they're trying to get you some food.
that's true. That's true. Wheat and dairy.
Wait, gluten is wheat.
Yeah.
Gluten,
Yeah.
dairy, and what? That's it?
That's it, yeah. Gluten and dairy. And it's like bad too. Like it wipes me out for the rest of the day. Done. Yeah, I got hit with that celiac crap or whatever. My intestines exploded from all the GMO food.
I'll just say no gluten and dairy for me either. Because. Okay. Alright. Anything else? For you?
Things they should know about me?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they should know that I'm a musician, dude.
Yeah.
They should know good things too, right? Not just horrible things.
Yeah.
It's not a punishment to be with me or you. So, like a DJ, drummer. What else do I do that's fun? A video producer, movie maker. I'm a movie maker. Yeah.
Movie maker.
I'm a earthquaker.
Film producer?
I'm a booty shaker. What? I'm a movie maker. Film, yeah. Man, the computer's so weird. I think I feel weird right now because we're the first people to do this. Do you understand that? We're literally the first people
Yeah.
to do this way
Yeah.
and use technology.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that. This is like Twitter. I'm telling you guys, what you're witnessing right now is literally Twitter. When it first started. But this is how Twitter started too, with chirps.
Chirps?
Crickets. It's just crickets and the neighbors. And they're sitting in the room doing Twitter. What?
Chirps? What are you talking about?
No, I was talking about crickets. Chirp? Like crickets, they chirp.
Is that how they came up with the name Twitter?
What do you mean? From cricket? No, I'm saying Jack Dorsey and whatever, whoever programmed Twitter, like this is how they did it.
Oh.
They were sitting here spending ridiculous amount of hours doing this. And what I'm saying is like, and now Twitter like runs the place. It runs, you know what I mean? In a way, it runs a big place. It's like a whole thing. It's huge. What we're doing right now is like that. We're starting off in a room and just like doing, but this is gonna blow up. This is the new way. Here's the thing, whether or not we do it, like maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say any bad things about what might happen to me. Maybe
What?
someone else does this, but it's inevitable that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like a technological process for finding the right partner.
Yeah.
So you can just get it now.
Yep, absolutely. That's I mean, I learned about that when I went and studied Tantra up in Northern California. They taught me about sex magic and how to manifest, what you want, whether that be a partner or a thing, a house, or whatever you want. And it worked because I wrote down this list. I still have it. It's like page, I filled the page up with my writing and wrote the same things over and over again of like the kind of man I want in my life. And then you described that person, even though it's very like the way I wrote it is very mystical and like etheric. Kind of like doesn't make sense to most people, but it made sense to me, and you fit the description of that. So, ow, this hurts my ear so bad. I really want to listen to music, but my ear lobe is like on fire from this.
Really?
Yeah, it
Jeez.
hurts.
Is it like hot?
It's like itchy. It's like, and it hurts. Sore.
Or that's okay. We're almost done.
Okay. I do want to hear the music, so okay. Can
Here.
I turn it on here?
Here.
Or will that bother you?
I don't know. There's a way to do it. How do I do it? Shift it over to the speakers. Whoa. Ow. Oh man, no! Wait, I can't do this. I just remembered YouTube will literally kill us if we do this.
Oh yeah.
In the wrong song plays, they just rip your channel off.
Wait, they're gonna take this off now?
I don't think we played anything too mainstream.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know, we'll
it's only
see.
mainstream stuff?
I think so, yeah. It's whatever the record label says.
Oh, okay.
They're
Well, I
nuts.
think
They're
we're
nuts out there. I don't know. That's some crazy shit.
As long as you play like really obscure music.
Yeah, you should be fine, man.
I think we're okay then.
I think we're fine.
Okay.
They're just gonna give us a strike on the account. They're nuts, man. I'm telling you. That is some crazy stuff that went down with the music industry. It'll probably be over at some point, you know, probably.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like absolutely out of
Yeah,
control.
because it's like actually helping to promote the artist. Because then people in the comments are always like, "Oh, what was that song? Oh, what's that one?" It's like, and usually the creator always tells you what song it is. So it's like now they get whatever.
Music industry. I've been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
Don't want to be there.
We're making
No more.
music,
Too much fighting.
we made some songs, music.
Yep.
We're gonna be working on it again.
We're our own music industry.
Yeah.
So I am a musician, DJ, producer, drummer, movie maker, whatever, film producer. What else do I do? Should we talk about me being weird? We should probably talk about me being weird.
You are weird.
Yeah, like the shaman thing.
Oh. I think they already get the idea that we're weird.
No, but they should. You gotta know though, because you gotta like that. You know what I mean? You go, oh, that's sick, dude. You do shamanism, bro. So you like talk to spirits and shit? How the fuck you do that? Come on. Let me in on this. But yeah, basically I do. Basically, yeah. Pretty much. It's mediumship, basically, straight up. Pretty much. Well, what's cool about this stuff is what I found out is like literally just if you try hard enough, you can do it. And you really ask for the help. You got to really ask for the help, though, I think. Like literally say it around people. Like I want to do this, you know.
Right.
That's what I did. I just started saying. By the way, I just started saying in my life with everything that I wanted. I got it because I started opening up to people, and be like, you know, I really want this. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want?
I was talking about how I learned how to do shamanism
Oh.
and stuff.
Do you want me to write that down?
Shamanic like stuff. I'm not. Whatever. Do I want to write it down? Shamanic stuff.
Shamanic like stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Plant medicine and stuff. That's important to know.
Yeah.
That's a huge. It's like really a huge pillar
Yeah.
of things for me. What else? What else is like a huge pillar of things for me? Artistic, creative stuff.
You snore.
I snore. Are we gonna sleep together?
No, probably not.
That's really funny. You want to write that?
Sounds like Piggy.
Yeah, that's too bad, huh? We think it's my nose.
Well, you have a CPAP machine that you never use. We spent like
Oh.
$600 on it. You're like, this is gonna be the cure-all thing, and then you just rip it off in the middle of the night. You're like, I don't like it.
No, it would be the cure-all thing if, well, they have to figure out why it makes you feel like you're
Well, you have
suffocating
the whole
in the middle of the
you
night.
have the whole face thing. So they said it helps if it makes you feel like you're choking to get the other one that just goes in your nose or something.
Mm.
So that way you can still like breathe out of your mouth. Yeah, I think that would be better for you.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I think I literally have to get off because us doing this right now is making me realize how weird our generation of people are. Like we are so in a different universe from the generations before us. Like we can't even relate. It's crazy the advancement. There's zero relating. They're like, you are so weird. It's so strange.
Yeah, to the earlier generations.
Yeah, the older folk.
Yeah.
Folk.
Folk.
Yeah.
Are we weird to the younger folk then? Are we like our own generation? Do you think people in like Gen Z think we're weird? They're like, "Oh, you guys are weird."
No, my sister and her friends think we're gods. Like her age people. They're like, oh, when they see what we're doing.
Yeah, she's intimidated by it.
They're in awe. They're like shock and awe. They're like, what? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not ever. I'm sure not everyone. I'm sure just because I said that now people are gonna comment and be like,
No, not ever. I'm sure everyone has their own
I think you're weird.
their own way of saying things. I'm sure people think it's weird of all generations. So
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I just noticed though. Is kids like that age tend to be like, oh, this is really cool. Wow.
I think this is it. This is it.
Actually, my sister, to be fair, my sister, she's pissed off with me right now. Because I get on her about things sometimes.
My butt.
Your butt?
Well, we were sitting in the car for like 3 hours, and then and then we sat down here.
Love you, Jade.
Yeah.
Your butt hurts. Your butt hurts, not your butt, Jade. All right, let's peace.
Yes. All right.
Oh, sorry. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.